What's going on, America? This is Kevin in Kevin's Corner. And Kamala Harris. She needs to go somewhere and sit down. Now, I know right now, everybody's trying to praise her and pump her up. They, woohoo, yeah, girl power, all that stuff. But they're going to set themselves up for failure. Now, here's my thing. The Democrats are very clever. See, Trump is not a respecter of person when it comes down to criticism and his verbal lashings that he gives some people. But the Democrats know that if Joe Biden wins and he runs against Trump, Joe Biden is in the same category as Trump. He's a rich, upper class, white man in politics. So Trump can fire off on him. He can call him all kind of names, Sleepy Joe, sleepy, sloppy, slimy, creepy Joe. It doesn't matter. And nobody could blame Trump for being a racist, a sexist, a misogynist, all of that stuff. But yet, you get a Kamala Harris to slide in and win the primary. Now all of a sudden, she's untouchable, not because of the fact that her policies suck, maybe, or some of the statements she said were stupid, or some of her things that she's done in her political career were dumb, but because she's a woman and she's of color and all of that stuff. See, so now all of a sudden, they would have to expect that Trump would tiptoe around saying some of the harsh cutthroat things that he says when he's running against somebody. Everything would be psychoanalyzed. Oh, well, he said that because she's a woman. He said she would never make a good president because she's black. All of that stuff would come crashing in if he had to run against a Kamala Harris. Now, with Hillary, he only had to deal with one minority identity politics category, which was she's a woman. But when you get a woman who's of color, it's going to be out of control if she wins the primaries and runs against Trump. But secondly, all she is a lot of this, okay? That is it. Joe Biden stepped out, sleepy, sloppy, came in like a boxer who has not been training, but just thought because he was sweet back in the day could just get in the ring and go to war. You know, long as I'm Joe Biden, baby. I ain't got to train these young punks. I'm getting to knock somebody out. Well, he came in out of shape, beer belly, you know, sitting on the ropes, drinking lemonade. Ding, bell came out, bink, and straight got knocked out. Now, he didn't realize that these young politicians are not playing by the rules. When she attacked Joe had that look, you know, body and identity politics, which he deserves every bit of that right now. All right, when she attacked him with that whole busing issue, who nobody cares about, frankly, it was back in the day, and she just totally, that's garbage. But she wanted to bring up something to infer that maybe Joe's a little racist here. Joe almost was shocked. I can't, look, we talked about this. We ain't supposed to accuse each other of our racism. This is supposed to be reserved for the right people. I mean, look, conservatives, Trump, all of them, they get the racist blames, okay? Not me. So now I got to deal with this. So instead of attacking it head on, say, man, what are you talking about? I'm no racist. Get out of here with that garbage. Take that mess somewhere else because I'm not buying it. Instead, Joe, he didn't even address it. He just rambled off somewhere and everybody's praising her. Yay, she's great. And Joe deserves it. He deserves every bit of it because of how he came at the president when he announced that he was going to run. Straight came in immediately talking about Trump's a racist, he's a sexist, misogynist, xenophobe, I mean, all this stuff. So now you're getting a dose, a taste of your own medicine, Uncle Nasty, Creepy, Sloppy, Slimy Joe. Okay? All right. So Kamala Harris now is getting a bump in the polls. This woman can't win. I don't believe a lot of black people will support her. Throughout her, even leading up to this, nothing about her has been genuine and reflects that she really sincerely cares about black people. First things first, get your butt back to California and fix that. California is a complete mess, but you want to run the whole country, right? But yet, California is poop on the front. I saw a picture on Twitter where this brother was in the middle of the street, pants down, didn't care, pooping in the street, and people were sitting there eating like, is that a man taking a beep in the middle of the street? That's how non-conscious the homeless people are there. They have resorted to animal activities because notice animals, they don't care about pooping outside and people watching them and seeing them. I've never had my dogs come outside to take a poop and be like, dude, did you have to stay in there and watch me? Jeez, man, give me a blanket or something. They don't have that consciousness. They don't care. They be looking at me like, what? I don't see what the problem is. I had to take a poop. For people to get to that state of mind where they can do that, they are not thinking like human beings. They are not operating in their higher consciousness to where something should say, I'm embarrassed to just poop in the middle of the street with people eating and watching and cars riding by. So this man went straight back to the animal instinct, like, I don't care, man, I gotta poop. I'm stopping where I am and pulling my pants down and taking a dookie. Now, you have Kamala Harris running around talking about she want to run the country when that's taking place in her own state. That would be my first lead in on her. Like, first things first, before we get into national issues, let's start with California. Why is California garbage? Why is the drug epidemic and the homeless epidemic so rampant there? Can you tell me that? What did you do to try to correct that before you decided to run for the president? Can you give me your record? Oh yeah, okay, your record says that you targeted parents who were truant with the kids. Yeah, you went hard on them. Oh, and then black men with the drugs and all of that stuff. Yep, that's what your record says. But yet you want the support of the black people, right? And yeah, your record says that when you started talking about running, you came out referencing Rwanda or whatever, forever, Akanda, Kumatata, all of that stuff with the Black Panther thing. And I'm thinking that's a fake country you're referencing, and it's a superhero. But yet we supposed to be able to identify with you. Wakanda forever. All of that garbage. Then you try to relate to us again, and your own father chastised you when you start talking about marijuana. Yeah, I smoked a little weed back in college. You know me. Yeah, you did? Okay, what did you used to listen to when you used to do that? Me? Oh, how about you, Biggie? How about Snoop? What about Tupac? Oh, you know, Tupac, Snoop, all of that. Yeah. Then next thing you know, fact check it. Yo, they didn't drop no album during that time. Were you listening to what, the underground albums that they had or something? You lied. You've been lying to us because guess what? You want to manipulate black people. That's what you want to do. She's going to ride out the whole campaign with nothing but identity politics. That is it, okay? If America votes that lady in, we're doomed. Trump is going to have to go ahead and take off the boxing gloves, whoever he has to run against. But it would be hypersensitive running against Kamala Harris, because you know what they're going to do. Everything is going to be, let's bubble wrap her because she's black and she's a woman and Trump can't say anything about her. So he's going to have to prepare for that. Because right now, sad to say, it's looking like it might be between her and Elizabeth Warren. Those two. To me, in my mind, I'm thinking as an American citizen, how do you walk into a booth and just say, you know what, everything's going great right now in America. But because they've been telling me that Trump's a dictator, racist, misogynist, and all that stuff, I'm going to go ahead and vote in the real fascists. I'm going to go ahead and vote in, you know, the real person who's going to come in and do what I'm accusing Trump of doing. Attack my free speech, attack my medical, attack everything they can to roll back real civil liberties that they're saying, well, we're losing them now. Trump's taking them away. Which ones? Yeah, the ones, you know those ones. There's a lot of them. There's so many I can't remember, but it's a lot of them. Yeah, right. So anyway, we're going to see how this all plays out in the next couple of debates. And then let's see if Joe Biden right now is somewhere like, dun, 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 dun. Come on, champ. Because right now he got his butt knocked the heck out. And I'm glad, all right, because he's garbage too. Now, you've been listening to Kevin and Kevin's Corner. Find me every Wednesday night, 7:30 live in Kevin's Corner on Facebook, Twitter. No, what am I talking about? On YouTube, 7:30 live, and also on my radio blog talk show. But you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and then also check out Extreme Teas, my sponsor. If you like something, click on it, you get a 20% discount. Don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, and the notification button. And if you want to donate to Kevin and Kevin's Corner, feel free. There's a link in the bottom to do that as well. God bless. See you next time in Kevin's Corner.